Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Life with Toya. It's your girl Toya Kie, and I am back after a bit of a hiatus. I know you guys are sick of me because I'm sick of me too. Okay, but I am back. So I just wanted to drop in and talk to you guys. And if you see the title of this, I'm back. You kind of know like what we're gonna chit chat about right now, right? So after taking a much needed break, was it a break or was it a hiatus? I don't know. But after taking a much needed break, I decided to revamp my content and I'm going to tell you guys about it. But here is my laptop and I got my little notes on here. So I'm going to be like bouncing back and forth between you guys. I hope that is okay. So I am officially back, and this time I am back with a little bit more alignment and a little bit more intention. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about why I had an unscheduled break and how I'm going to prevent doing this again and what kind of content you guys should expect. So I feel like I kind of outgrew that niche, not in a way to where I'm no longer budgeting in my life, but in a way to where I no longer wanted to share that part of my life with the world anymore. And then I also felt a little weird about it, being honest, because of my brand, Life with Toya, is not about budgeting. But I kept the name of my channel because it's the name of all of my other things. I have emails, I have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like all of that is under that name. And I didn't want to start a brand new channel, because of a name. So, and I felt like budgeting really did not go with the brand that I have for Life with Toya, right? So, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about what you can expect going forward. And I hope you guys decide to stick around and stay with me and ride this out simply because I am passionate a little bit about this new phase of Life with Toya. Life with Toya is going to be about lifestyle content, solo dates, travel, fashion, a little bit of wellness, because when you get over the age of 40, there are some things that people don't really tell you about, right? That you kind of like go through. And so I'm experiencing quite a bit of that. And so I will be upping my wellness journey. And I do kind of want to share a little, little pieces, little bits and pieces of it with you guys, right? So this next chapter is going to feel more like me than ever before. And we're going to talk about why this change was necessary for me and why I'm excited about sharing this with you. So go ahead and grab you a glass of wine, coffee, tea, water, and let's chat about it. First things first, let's talk about why I stopped budgeting content. Why I stopped creating budgeting content. I did not stop budgeting, I just stopped creating the content for it. Well, I'm not really a numbers person. And for people that may know me personally, that may be a little bit shocking to you, being that I have had quite a few jobs that are dealing with a lot of numbers, right? So I have been an accounting backup manager. I have been accounting and bookkeeper assistant. I have been the head teller, vault teller at a bank, and am currently a data analyst, right? I was a data analyst when I was budgeting, right? So it's interesting that I find all of these careers or jobs or however you want to refer to them as numerical as they are. And I never really liked math in school or anything like that. And so, but I love money now. I think everybody loves money, but money is a tool. We're not even going to dig into that because that's a little bit okay, but a little bit off the rabbit trail there. However, I'm not really a big numbers person. So to deal with numbers at work and then having to come home and create with numbers, it was just like, and also too, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I'm working on that. So I would like to like figure out my budget on camera for everyone to see because I liked the realistic of it, but it was also scary and daunting, especially when bills were billing and life was lifing. And now I'm sharing like, because money is is very intimate. So I'm sharing a very intimate portion of my life with you guys. And then it's like I did not share my YouTube on Facebook because a lot of the people on Facebook know me personally. I didn't really want them to know the financial intricacies of my life. So I kind of kept it separate and I was growing it on my own here. And then, but on Facebook, I wouldn't say living a totally different life, but I was living a totally different life. Girl, I'm going to wine dinners and I'm going to plays and I'm traveling. And on YouTube, I'm like, save your money, put your money over here, which I was saving money, but I was taking money that I was saving to do some things. But I still was budgeting. And you can live a lavish life with a budget, right? It's possible. However, I did not want to seem like I was one way in one place and another way in another place. Like back in the day, we used to call that two face. I ain't want to seem like that. So it was kind of, Then also too, it was like deadline. Like, but it was weird because I would get paid on a certain day. The day before I got paid, I would go ahead and budget my money on camera, and then I would go to work the next day, go to the bank, withdraw my funds, and then I would come home the next day, and then I would film me cash stuffing an envelope, and then I would kind of edit those together and throw that out there. And then so it was not really creative in a sense. It kind of felt more like work. And I feel like people kind of picked up on that. I feel like they kind of picked up on that simply because the numbers were going down. People weren't really watching it. And then also, too, it can become kind of repetitive. At the beginning of the pay period, I would do a budget. This is the budget for the 2 weeks. These are the bills that are due. This is the money that I have left. And this is where we're going to put it, right? Mid budget check in, I would come in and I would say, hey guys, these are the bills that have already come out. These are the bills that still need to come out. And this is what I have done with the money that I had to spend so far. This is how much I spent on groceries. This is how much I spent on gas. And then at the end, I would say, okay, we're closing out the budget this week. These are all of the bills that came out. And then in the midst of that, if I had like any car trouble or if I had like just anything weird, I would talk about it during those times. So a lot of the content is very repetitive, right? And so there's only so much you can do to make that interesting. And maybe I'm not an interesting person when it comes to talking about money. I don't know. But for those of you that follow me, that watch this video, let me know what it was because y'all was not watching. After a while, girl, I would do so much work because setting up the camera, filming it, budgeting on camera, and then y'all know me, I shake. So doing all of that and then to edit it and put it up and nobody watched it, like maybe three people watch it, or I know one of my videos only had like one view. I'm like, come on. And so I was just like, I don't feel like doing it this week. And then it turned into I don't feel like doing it this month. And then it turned into I don't feel like doing it this year. Like right. So that was a different kind of content, right? That's kind of like why I stopped. And then where we're going now. So the truth about let's back it up a little bit. The truth about burnout and misalignment. I feel like it's easier to burn out when you are no longer aligned. Budgeting has done great things for me. Budgeting has done great things for where I am in life today. I'm able to do more things because I have more, and I have more because I save now. I don't spend every single dime that comes into my pocket and then some. Okay, like I used to. So, budgeting has been good for me. I'm not a proponent of not budgeting. As a matter of fact, I still balance my checkbook manually. And it's so funny because when I go to the bank and I'm like, hey guys, I need my registers, they're like, oh my God. And if you had watched any of my budgeting videos, you will see that if you're not paying attention, people try to put their hands in your pot and hope you don't notice. That's how other people are getting rich. So if you want a tip from Budgeting Life with Toya and me, manually balance your checkbook. Okay. Do not open the app and trust that number because 9 times out of 10, it is not right. You know you got bills that are coming out. You know you got bills that you need to pay you haven't paid yet. So subtract that from the amount, and then people are like, I just swiped my card and I remember, girl, it's gonna be something that's gonna slip through those cracks, and they're gonna get you. And you're gonna be like, I thought I had X amount of dollars in there. And now I done spent X amount of dollars and now I ain't got nothing. Now I'm in the hole. They're banking on you to do that so they can keep charging you that $28 to $36 per time. And I am so proud to say it's been a long time since I've had to pay any of those fees. But anyway, moving right on along. My journey to rediscovering what lights me up. Where I got the idea, I think I may have mentioned this before, but if not, I'm going to mention it again. People were stopping me and they were saying, you inspire me. Like, you are living your best life and you're inspiring me to do the same. And what I've noticed is that a lot of people go to work, maybe go to church, and go home. Like, that is their entire livelihood. They don't travel. They don't take a quick road trip. They don't explore local neighborhoods. They've been living in their city for 40 years and did not know that they had a blank. You know what I'm saying? People are turning to apps to meet people because they don't go outside. There is so much being offered outside. One, and two, you don't have to wait on someone. Enjoy it with you because you will miss out on your life if you're waiting for other people, right? So, and that's what got me really living my life the way I started living my life. So, one year for New Year's Eve, the museum was having a pajama ball, and I was like, "It's so cute." You can get a caftan or you can get some luxury loungewear, and you could come in because it was no lingerie, nothing like that, but you could come in and just have a pajama ball. And I was like, "That's so sweet." I couldn't find anybody to go with me because everybody else had plans or they were just gonna be at home. And I was like, I'll go next year. Next year came, they were not doing it. The year after that year came and they weren't doing it. Like, they're not doing it anymore. I say all that to say I missed out on an opportunity to enjoy a pajama ball because someone was not available to go with me. That was a turning point, and that's what made me start solo dating myself. And it started making me go out to learn things. I went to a pottery wheel class by myself and learned that I really don't like the pottery wheel as much as I thought it would. Like, I thought I was gonna be in that thing like ghosts. Like, I thought it was gonna be me and ghosts, but it wasn't. It was just, girl, it's a lot and it's messy. And I could not make a cup to save my life. I just kept making plates and stuff. But anyway, off topic. But I've learned so much about myself. I've learned what I like. I've learned what piqued my interest. And I approach things with a level of curiosity to where I'm like, I don't know, let's check it out. I don't think I like that. Or let's check it out. I think I do like that. So it's more so like I don't have influence of other people around me to influence me whether they like it or not. It's like I like it, but I do like painting. And I've been to a lot of painting sips. But anyway, moving right along, I don't want this video to be too long, but I can get a little chatty. Maybe we could do a part two. I don't know. But what Life with Toya is all about now is we are pulling the content. So I would do like little reels of restaurants that I would try or events that I would go to, how much fun they are, a great time that I'm having. You know what I'm saying? So I would do those and people would see them and they would get a lot of, views and things like that. And so I was like, well, I can just merge that right on over here to YouTube and replace the budgeting content with my life because I enjoy living my life the way I'm living my life and it also inspires people. So we're going to give you guys a little bit of lifestyle content. I'm also going to share some things that are going on with my health with you guys and we're going to do like a little wellness segment. I'm also going to do like little mini vlogs. So if you're into that, let me know. Let me know what you guys would like to see. If you could just drop it down in the comment section below. Also, and I do kind of want to do like a sit down video like this once a week. So let me know what topics you guys are interested in hearing about. While I have been away, I have been able to just enjoy my life. So I've been doing a lot more solo things. So a couple of big things. We're just going to talk about big things because I could be on here all day telling y'all about little things. Big things. I last year was featured in the Firestone wood fired grill. I just call it Firestone. It's Firestone wood fired grill. I think that's what it's called in downtown Dothan. So I was actually featured in their kitchen. I had a recipe that was featured there and it lasted right at a week, almost right at a week. And people supported me by going down trying the dish. And I had a couple of people to take pictures with me. I ran into a couple of people while I was there, and they were there trying the dish. It was cool. So we did a mango salsa over salmon, which is like my favorite fish. If you don't know, now you know. And we did cilantro lime rice, which I was a really big component of rice before my health situation. So yeah, that was a great time. That was fun. That was really cool. I was really excited about that. And then this year, I back in February, I went to a photo shoot. Oh my god. Okay, let's start that over. Back in February, I went to a photo shoot. They said, be photographed by an artist. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't know what he was gonna do with it. Had no idea he was gonna paint people or, I don't know what I thought he was gonna do with it. But then like a few months later, they was like, hey girl, just want to let you know you're gonna be featured in a painting by the artist Vitus Shell. If you ever get a chance to come up, he lives in Louisiana. But I was like, okay, this is cool. He seemed like a really cool guy. We had like great conversation while I was there. And then I was able to meet him again for the reveal. And I had a lot of friends and family to show up and support that. You would have thought that I painted the painting and how many people showed up and showed out. Thank y'all. I love y'all too. But it was a good time. A lot of people came out and I was like, I have been going to art museums and art crawls for about 2 to 3 years now. I never once thought I would walk into a museum and see my face on the wall. I'm not gonna cry for real, but your girl be emotional sometimes, and I felt them tears well up, girl. But it's just like a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna be doing in the summer of next year, but it's like the summertime. It's like my time to shine. So summer 26, what are we doing, girl? I don't know, but I'm here for the ride. Are you guys subscribed to find out what we're doing next summer? I don't know. We might be doing a retreat or something. Who knows? But anyway, okay. So where were we? Talking about all of my big things or whatever. And if you guys haven't noticed, I cut my locks. I completely cut my locks. I cut my locks myself and then I went and got my hair shaped. Wasn't too happy about that because the guy told me he could do it. I gave him a picture. He said he could do it and he couldn't do it. He lied to me. He lied. So I'm gonna let a really great acquaintance slash friend of mine in Montgomery let him shape me up real nice. Cause I left the salon, y'all, or barbershop or whatever. I left it feeling like my hair had already grown out. It didn't look like a fresh cut. And then it didn't look like how I wanted it to look. It looked dry. It looked stiff. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. So I'm going to let him do it up really nice for me. And you guys are going to see it. So if you want to see, it's probably going to be sometime in August of 2025. It's going to be sometime in August. I'm going to go and I'm going to let you know who it is. I'm going to do a whole reel and all of that good stuff on it. Probably vlog it. Could do the drive up there. I don't know if I'm going to spend the night because I have family up there. I could just spend the night or whatever and then like make a whole weekend of it or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to get that it girl hairstyle. Okay. I want to feel like, yes, who's that girl? Okay, let's come back. So, how do I plan to marry the question is, how do I plan to marry all of my brands under one cohesive identity? So, basically, now what I want to do is I want to be the same person on all of my platforms, but be a 3D version. And a different version of the 3D will be in each platform. So, for example, TikTok, you're gonna find the more silly, giggly me. You're getting a little bit of that over here, but over here you're gonna get more intimate conversations, one-on-ones like this, what I wore in a week. IG, you're gonna get main character energy and fashion photos. And my Facebook personal, you're gonna get more of a personal version of me. And then my Facebook professional will just be like a professional version of my YouTube, if that makes sense. So I'm giving you a reason to follow me on all of the platforms. Please follow me on all of the platforms. Life with Toya everywhere. And then Toya Key, Kie, on my Facebook, personal Facebook. Okay, next. My hair. Do I regret cutting my hair? No, I do not regret cutting my hair. But why did I cut my hair? I cut my hair. This is just a random question because I'm pretty sure people are gonna ask me because girl, my locks were beautiful. They still are. I still have them. I'm actually going to try to experiment with them. What I want to do is I want to make a wig, but I want it to look realistic. Like I don't want it to look like I always have to wear a hat with it. You know what I mean? Which I probably would because I my locks with a hat. Ooh, they were so cute. But yeah, so I said all that to say, it was 5 years of locks. I was on my fourth loctician. I didn't feel like looking for another one. I don't have the patience to learn how to interlock my own hair, so I just cut it. I needed a loctician that was a little bit more modern, where I could just book my appointments. In the event that something happened, I could just go in there and book another one. I don't have to call you or text you and wait on you to respond. When people start delaying their responses, it's like, do you really still want to do this? I don't have any ill will toward my former loctician. She was great. She was amazing. She did great work. But it was just like, I just need something where I could just go in there and book. Okay. And I didn't have that with her. And then every time we would try to book something, she would give me times that I would be at work. I work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I'm not taking off from work to go get my hair done. So the back and forth, I didn't too much care for that. So I do not regret it. I do not regret cutting my hair. I almost did. Like when your boy messed my hair up, I was like, but it's fine. It's okay. It's cool. Next on the dockets, I told you guys about how I ended up being the face of a literal painting in a museum. I literally started going outside, started going to events, started looking for things to do, and just went. And it was weird because it was a solo date. Oh my gosh, it was cute. Let me just paint you a solo day in my life, right? So I got up early. I went to brunch. I stopped by the downtown bookstore. I went and did my photo shoot and then went to a cocktail class. That was like my whole day. And I just came home like I had a really nice Saturday outing day. And then what come from it? I'm hung up in a museum. I'm gonna have to post a picture somewhere. I hope I'm kind of like to the side. Well, we're gonna do like this. We're gonna post a picture over there. But anyway, told you guys about the dish. If my brand was a cocktail, what would be in it? It would probably be like some Syrah and a little Merlot mixed together into a cocktail. So it'd be like a wine cocktail. What that something would be, I don't know. But y'all know I love wine. And it's weird because I drink wine when I'm at home because wine just feels so sophisticated to me. But when I am out, I get cocktails. I don't know why. Occasionally I get a glass of wine out, but I normally get a cocktail. All right. I think that is it. Okay, so I think I explained to you guys the focus. We're gonna do lifestyle, solo dates, wellness, travel, fashion, all the things. And then everything is gonna be tied together into one 3D identity. Told you guys about that. What to expect weekly. You're going to see at least 2 videos here, and then you just have to follow me everywhere else to see what we're getting everywhere else. So here is where I invite you. Like this video so that other people can get an opportunity to see it, because if you let the algorithm know you like it, they'll push it to other people. Comment down here. Let me know what you guys would like to see, what you will miss. Do you like the change? Do you not like the change? Did you like this video? I'm so intrigued. I would really like to know. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Because, yes, please subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. And let me know what you're most excited to see. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will see you guys on the next video.